This club absolutely never fails to amaze me. oh, oh. We go down 3-2 at home to Galatasaray in the Champions League. It's incredibly difficult from here to get out of our group. It looks like Bayern Munich and Galatasaray will probably go through. We're only 2 games in out of 6, but we've got a lot of clawing back to do. We're the only team sitting on 0 points out of our first 2 games. Our goal difference is, -2. It's a 4-3 loss to Bayern Munich, a 3-2 loss to Galatasaray. We love to give up goals, don't we? From top to bottom in this football club, we're just a mess. We're an absolute laughing stock. Rival fans will say United fans only blame the Glazers when we lose, and we don't. We're Glazers out when we win, we're Glazers out when we draw, and we're Glazers out when we lose, and I'm Glazers out right now because how are we ever going to challenge? How are we ever going to be run as a competent football? When we can't be run like that. The players we have, we've still got Anthony Martial, and I think Anthony Martial is a very, very good player, but he should have been gone last transfer window because he's too injury prone. We've just got players in the club. We look down to the bench and we've got Johnny fucking Evans and Harry Maguire. We look down to the bench and we've got no left backs. We've got to play Sofian Amrabat there and he can't play in midfield. It's just, we've got no depth. We've got no structure. Eric Ten Hag's talent ID needs to come under question. Anthony, I understand he hasn't played for a good month, but he's not good enough. Rasmus Højlund was an obvious one. Oh, my camera's just gone off. Rasmus Højlund was an obvious one because every bloody club in Europe was going after him. Sorry, we're to the webcam for the rest of the video. Oh, who else? Oh, look, I've got to say, Mason Mount was fantastic. That was a coming-of-age game. The talent ID is really going to be questioned when it comes down to Andre Onana. We want to play at the back, do we? Well, then fucking show it, Eric, and fucking show it, Andre. Because our play style that Eric wants us to play doesn't have our midfielders presenting to Onana to actually play out from the back and build it up the pitch. It's just hoof it long. Exactly what David De Gea could do. And the difference between De Gea and Onana is De Gea can actually save a fucking shot. Onana, he's actually trying not to save the ball. He's awful. He's an awful goalkeeper. And I wasn't there during the Mark Bosnich days, but from what I've heard, he was not a good goalkeeper, and it's straight after we replaced Peter Schmeichel, we had ages of not being able to find a good goalkeeper. It's going to be the same after De Gea, is what I'm hearing. God, it's just simply atrocious. By the way, really sorry about this camera quality. My actual camera is just switched off, and we've had to switch to the webcam. Okay. Onana, 2. He was the mistake for the 3rd goal, just fucking passed it. No, was it the 2nd goal? No, I don't even know what goal it was, but he just passed it straight into the feet of Mauro Icardi. Awful. Absolutely awful. He, for some reason, goes to the floor before he actually dives to try and save a shot. Awful. Dalot 4. Look, I actually didn't think Dalot was that bad. I actually think he had Zaha in his pocket for most of the day, but he was just, the first goal effort was atrocious from Diogo Dalot on Zaha. Awful. Varane, probably a 5. He was actually one of our better players. Lindelof, 4, probably. He wasn't very good. Sofian Amrabat, I'm getting him a generous 4, and that's because he's playing our position. He was making some good overlapping runs, but the only problem is he doesn't have a left foot that a good left back should have, and to put balls into the box. And we could have had 4 or 5 goals, but Amrabat's left foot. If we had Luke Shaw or Malacia or Reguilon in those sorts of positions, we'd be scoring goals. Casemiro's going to be a 3. Actually, no, I'm going to put it up to a 4. He got a red card, but the ball over to Marcus Rashford for the first goal was superb. Onana, the Onana passing at the back didn't cost us a goal. It was straight to Icardi, which forced Casemiro to go through the back of him for what was a second yellow, but probably should have been a straight red. He's cost us Casemiro a suspension for the Copenhagen game. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to actually bump it up to a 5 because he played well. He actually played well. It was that Onana twat that just cost him. That ball over to Rashford was superb. Hannibal, 3. I get he's a young player, but he's just awful. He's been awful for the past couple games. Mason Mount, 6, was definitely one of our better players. I thought he would play really, really well. Bruno, 5.5. Again, one of our better players and didn't play that well. Rashford, I'm going to give him a 5 because he got an assist, but he... that ball he tried to square to Bruno when he had a clear one-on-one. His decision-making is a monstrosity. Højlund, 8, man of the match, so easily. A brace of a Champions League night for his Blue Hill club. Doesn't get much better than that, and you've got to feel bad for him. 20 years of age, carrying Manchester United on his back, and now defence and midfield, and especially goalkeeper, just turned into an absolute pile of diarrhea. I'm going to give Christian Eriksen a 6.5. I thought he was really, really good when he came on at creating stuff going forward, especially when we were down to 10 men. Couldn't create a lot because obviously we were down to 10 men, but he did his best. Garnacho, 6. Anthony, 5. He wasn't good. Martial, 6. Actually, I'm going to give Anthony a 6. That's unfair. Ten Hag had no choice to play. I mean, we could have played Delo at left back, Lindelof at right back, and Maguire at centre back, but you can't complain for his choice in the back 5. I get what he was trying to do with Hannibal. I didn't mind it. Team selection was fine. The subs came way too late, but genuinely, there is no tactical plan moving forward. There is 0 tactical plan. 3. Just keeps getting worse and worse. Højlund's clearly my man of the match. If you want to go see my full 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 votes, go over on the UCATT FC community tab where you can check out my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 votes for the UCATT FC United Player of the Year. You can see the leaderboard, the votes, and who is leading after this game. Yeah, I've already done the votes, but you can go check him out. Submit my vote. If it's not, it's going to be Højlund 98% or something. 96%. Rasmus Højlund man of the match. How can it not be? What an... Oh. Where to from here? We say it after every game, but genuinely, where to from here? We've got Brentford, then we've got Sheffield United, then we've got Copenhagen. Look, obviously, we've got to keep winning in the league. By keep winning, actually win in the league, because league is massive. Champions League's also massive, because we've just got to get the fuck out of this group. I mean, Europa League at bare minimum. Do I even want to be in Europe? Do we just flunk out of the group on purpose? We can focus on the league. We're Manchester United. We can't be doing that. I have no idea where we go, because in a month we've got Newcastle in the Carabao Cup and we've got Manchester City in the Premier League. It's just... we've got no identity. The creativity's down. The creativity was a lot better today, and I think that was down to Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes rotating on that wing and at number 10. I thought that was a lot better, and I think Anthony needs to stay at the side because Bruno and Mount were actually creating stuff. Mount was a fantastic link from our transition attack. But yeah, I'm mind-boggled on where we go from here. Alright, I'll see you all next time. I'm going to go fucking ponder this loss. And I've got Brentford on Saturday, then the international break. Get me to that international break where Australia play England. That's what I'm looking forward to. See you later. God have mercy.